Almost at done. Alright. Here we go, I guess. I'm gonna try to. Alright, better. Okay, here we go. Yoga Sutra, Book 3, Sutra 47. Namaste, here we go. Grahana Suparupam, Grahana Suparupam, Sumitanan Bayai, Tapatava Samyama, Dinandriya Jayaha, Samanya Pishashwatama, Shabudan Digrahyaha. Number 1. Dil Pishoyaha, Shabudan de Vishoyahu. Deshe Vinandriyanum, Purututil Gurahanam. No, Chan, Tatusam. Alright, 1 second. Okay. Deshe Vinandriyanum, Purututil Gurahanam. No, Chan. Tatu sama niyama turakarahano karam. Tatu sama niyama turakarahano karam. Number 2. Matrena. Tatu sama niyama turano karam. Katamana lochitaha sa vishaya vishesha inundriyana manasanu vyabasi yatati Sivarupam punaha prakashatmano buddhati sattvasiyam samanya visheshaya shoyo ra yutta siddha vayava bhadanugataha samanya visheshayoratu Samanya Pisheshogora Yutta Siddha Vayapa Pedanugataha Samuho Tiravya Minandriyama Deshum Duratiyam Rupa Sasamita Lakashono Pamkaraha Rupa Deshum Duratiyam Rupa Masamita Lakashono Hamkaraha Tasyam Samanya Sianandriyanui Picheshwaha Jatultam Rupam Yavasaya Tamakaha Prakashakariya Satitishi Lam Guna Deshaminandriyanui Sahamkaranui Parinamaha Panchamam Rupam Gunueshu Yadanugatam Purusha Tapatatvamiti Panchasivateshivinandriya Rupeshu Yatha Gramam Samyamasa Tataran Jayam Kuratavan Pancharupa Jaya Dinandriya Jayaha Pradul Pavati Yoginaha. Okay, Namaste. Little rough. as a result of constraint upon the process of knowing and the essential attribute and the feeling of personality and the inherence and the purposiveness, the subjugation of the organs. The object to be known is the sounds and the others whose essence is both the generic form and the particular. The process of knowing is a fluctuation of the organs with reference to these. And this has not the character of being a process of knowing their generic form only. How, if the object as a particular were not seen by the organ, could it be determined by the central organ? But the essential attribute is a collection inherent in the different parts which cannot exist separately. It of the generic form and of the particular, which belongs to the Sattva of the thinking substance, whose essence is brightness. The organ is a substance. The third form of these is the personality substance, with the feeling of personality as its distinguishing characteristic. Organs are particulars of this generic form. The fourth form is the aspect whose essence is determination, and whose disposition is to brightness and to activity and to inertia, of which the organs together with the personality substance are a mutation. The fifth form, inseparably connected with the aspect, is the purposiveness of the self. Constraint is performed upon one after another of these five forms of the organs. As a result of the subjugation of the five forms, of accomplishing the subjugation in each several one of them, there comes about for the organ the subjugation of the organs. Okay, Veda next, thank you. Oh, today is new Veda. What should I say? Let me see. So I have to go here to book 5. I'm doing book 5 starting to Mandala, starting today. And oh, it's not that long. I thought it was gonna be super long because the beginning of Veda chapter, the first few chapters tend to be longer. I think, I don't know. Okay, book 5, hymn 1, the Manandala 5, hymn 1. Okay, here we go. Namaste. Oh, I should bow because it's the beginning of the book. Namaste. Okay, here we go. Bhagavatam Vaidika Savara Virahita Manandalam Namaste Abothyagani Samitan Jananan Prati Kanumi Bayati Musha Sama Yahavan Ivan Pra Paya Yujujima Paya Yujujihan Paya Yujujihana Pra Panavah Sisratem Nagamachacham Avoti Potan Yajataya Devanul Tabo Agniha Sumanah Pratarasetanat Samid Tasian Rushadadashi Banjo Mahanandavasetamaso Iramochi Yadim Ganasya Rachana Majigah 슈지랑은 그땐 슈지 필고 피라그니흐 아드 다크슈이누 유지하때 바자야는 디우트땅나 몰트보 아타야주주후 피허 아그니 마제창 데바야땅 마남시 자쿠슈움 슈이마 수리야 삼 자라는디 야딤 수방한테 오셔산 비루페 시베토 바지 자야테 아그레 아흐남 나마스테 샬롬 자니슈테 히 자니오 자니슈테 히 제니오 아그레 아흐남 히토 이테시바루슈어 바네슈 다메 사부탄 라트나에 다타노그닐 호타에 니 셔상다에 야지야네 아그닐 호타에 미야시 다디야지야 노파스테 마투흐 수라파에 우 로케 나마스테 유방에 까비흐 부르네슈테 라타방에 탈당에 그르쇼토이나 무타 마티아 이트타흐 마티아 이트타흐 브라이 누 띠암 비프라마트바레슈 사투마그님 오타라밀라테 나모피흐 야스타타나 로다시 라테나 니티암 브르자는티 바지남 크르테나 말잘리오 브르지아템 세베 나무나흐 가비프라 샤스톰 아티티흐 시보나흐 사시라시랭근고 브르셔 파스타도장에 비셔밤 아그네 사하상에 브라시아니아네 브라사디오 아그네 아티에 슈요니아나 비리아스마이 자루타모 바푸타 일루에니오 바푸슈요 비파바에 뿌리요 위샤마티티마누슈이너마 두피암 파라는티 구슈이타요 야비시트 발리마그네 아는티탐 오타 두라트 파는 데슈타시야 수마팀 지키트티 브로하트테 아그네 마히 샤이마 파드라무 디안 라탐 파누마는 따마그네 디슈터 야자테 피허 사마는 따마 비드바는 바티나 몰바타. Really? I have to start from here? Okay, I have to start from somewhere here. Reading again. Fran Sadio Agne Atie Shoyoniana Bidiasumai Jarutamo Baputa Iluenio Papushuyo Bipavae Purio Bishamati Tilmanu Shuinama Tupiam 파라는디 구슈이타요 야비시트 발리마그네 아는티타 오타 두랑아트 파는디시 타시야 수마팀 지키트 파는디시 타시야 수마팀 지키트 티 브로하트테 아그네 마히 샤이마 파드라무 디안 라탐 파누모 Hanumanan Tamagane Dishita Yajate Piha Samanan Tama Bidavan Bati Namuban Banantari Kushamah Mehai Bidavan Bati Namubanantari Kushamehai Devan Habira Diaya Bidavan Bati Namubanantari Kushamehai Bidavan Bati Namubanantari Kushamehai. One second. Bidavan Bati Namubanantari Kushameham Devanan Habira Diaya Bakushui Avochama Kavaye Metyaya Bacho Panandaru Purushapaya Purushunwe Kavishi Tuiro Namasane Sutoma Maganel Bibiban Rukuma Murubian Chama Shret Rukuma Murubian Chamaresh Mashret Rukuma Murubian Chamashret. Namaste. So I need to find number 1. Okay. Book the 5th. Agni is wakened by the people's fuel to meet the dawn, who cometh like a milch cow. Like young trees shooting up on high their branches, his flames are rising to the vault of heaven. For worship of the gods the priest was wakened. At morning gracious Agni hath arisen. Kindled his radiant might is made apparent, and the great deity set free from darkness. When he hath stirred the line of his attendants, with the pure milk pure Agni is anointed. The strength bestowing gift is then made ready, which spread in front with tongues erect he drinketh. The spirits of the pious turn together to Agni as the eyes of all to Surya. He, when both dawns of different hues have borne him, springs up at daybreak as a strong white charger. The noble one was born at day's beginning, laid red in color with the well-laid fuel. Yielding in every house his 7 rich treasures, Agni is seated, priest most skilled in worship. Agni hath sat him down, a priest most skillful, on a sweet-smelling place, his mother's bosom. Young faithful sage, preeminent over many, kindled among the folk whom he sustaineth. This singer excellent at sacrifices, Agni the priest they glorify with homage. Him who spread out both worlds by law eternal, they balm with oil, strong steed who never faileth. He, worshipful house friend, in his home is worshipped, our own auspicious guest lauded by sages. That strength the bull with 1,000 horns possesses. In might, O Agni, thou excellent others. Thou quickly passest by all others, Agni, for him to whom thou hast appeared most lovely. Wondrously fair, adorable, effulgent, the guest of men, the darling of the people. To thee, most youthful God, to thee, O Agni, from near and far the people bring their tribute. Mark well the prayer of him who best extols thee. Great, high, auspicious Agni is thy shelter. Ascend today thy splendid car, O Agni, in splendor with the holy ones around it. Knowing the paths by mid-air's spacious region, bring hither gods to feast on our oblation. To him adorable, sage, strong and mighty, we have sung forth our song of praise with an homage. Gabshir had raised with prayer to Agni, this lot far-reaching like gold light to heaven. Okay, Upanishad next, thank you. Upanishad, Book 8, Canonda 12. 6 shlokas. Let me just double check the spelling. Shari Nopajanam Smarak Nananidam. This is all M. The Dam. Okay. Saibam shit. Okay, this is one word. Saibam shit. Okay, cool. Namaste. Here we go. Makavanan Maltiam Bang Idam Sharirama Dadam Murutyunane Dadasyam Murutasyam Sharirasya Manotishutha Namatato Bang Shariri Sasharirahu. Oh, I'm gonna read it again. Makavanan Maltiam Bang Idam Sharirama Dadam Murutyunane Tadasyam Murutasyam Sharirasya Manotishutha Namatato Bang Sasharirahu Puriyam Pyam Na Bang Sasharirasya Satahu Puriyam Yorapara Pahatira Satya Shariram Puriyam Yorapahati Satya Shariram Bang Sanantam Na Puriyam Sapura Chatahu Ashariro Bang Yurapram Vidyut Satana Yit Nura Sharira Nuyetani Vidyut Satana Yitur Ashariro Bang Yurapram Vidyut Satana Yut Vidyut Satana Yit Nura Vidyut Satana Yit Nura Sharira Nuyatani Tadia Taitanya Bushimada Kashat Samutataya Param Jyoti Rupa Samumpadiam Sevena Rupena Pinish Badianantem Rupena Pinish Badianantem Evameva Ishu Samumpara Dosama Charirat Samutataya Param Jyoti Rupa Samumpadiam Jyoti Rupa Samumpadiam Sevena Rupena Pinish Badiatem San Uttama Purushaha San Nataram Pariyatim Chakushatakari Danan Ramamanaha Chakushatakari Danan Ramamanaha Chakushatakari Danan Ramamanaha Sutari Pilvan Yanaivan Chinyati Pilvan Nupajanam Semarananidam Shariram San Yatan Prayogiya Acharanuen Yukatam Ebameva Yamasamin Charire Ebameva Yamasamin Charire Prano Yukatahu Atan Yaturaita Kashamanu Vishanunam Atan Yaturaita Kashamanu Vishanunam Jakushuha San Jakushusha Purusho Daishanaya Jakushuratan Yo Vedadam Jikranuiti Sa Atma Ganantaya Kranomata Yo Vedadama Pidvyan Haranuiti Vedadama Pid Vedadama Pidvyan Haranuiti San Atma Pyabhyan Haraya Vagata Yo Vedadam Shiranabaniti San Atma Shirabanaya Shirotram Atan Yo Vedadam Manambaniti Santama Manusya Daivam Chakushuha Sa Va Esha Etena Daivena Chakushushwa Manasaitan Gamana Bashyan Ramate yang ete Brahma lokem tam van etam devan atma namupasate tasmat teshwam saivecha lokan atatah saivecha kamah sa saibam shecha lokana punoti saibam shecha kamanyasatamatma namanovidyam vijanati ti ha Purajapati Ruvangacha Prajapati Ruvangacha. They spelled it wrong, I think. Prajapati Ruvangacha. Okay. Iti Duvandashaha Kanandaha Namaste. O Makavan, verily this body is mortal. It has been appropriated by death. It is the standing ground of that deathless, bodiless self. Verily, he who is incorporate has been appropriated by pleasure and pain. Verily, there is no freedom from pleasure and pain for one while he is incorporate. Verily, while one is bodiless, pleasure and pain do not touch him. The wind is bodiless. Clouds, lightning, thunder, these are bodiless. Now as these, when they arise from yonder space and reach the highest light, appear each with its own form, even so that serene one, when he rises up from this body and reaches the highest light, appears with his own form. Such a one is the Supreme Person. There such a one goes around laughing, sporting, having enjoyment with women or chariots or friends, not remembering the appendage of this body. As a draft animal is yoked in a wagon, even so the spirit is yoked in this body. Now, when the eye is directed thus toward space, that is the seeing person. The eye is for seeing. Now he who knows, let me smell this, that is the self. The nose is for smelling. Now he who knows, let me utter this, that is the self. The voice is for utterance. Now he who knows, let me hear this, that is the self. The ear is for hearing. Now he who knows, let me think this, that is the self. The mind is his divine eye. He verily with that divine eye, the mind, sees desires here and experiences enjoyment. Verily those gods who are in the Brahma world reverence that self. Therefore all worlds and all desires have been appropriated by them. He obtains all worlds and all desires who has found out and who understands that self. Thus spake Prajapati. Yea, thus spake Prajapati. Okay. Next time I say Shrimad Bhagavatam. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break because it's a longer chapter. Next and last. Thank you. I'm gonna change the chapter now. I'm grabbing the English translation. Okay. Let me set this up first before I grab my copy. 31. It's the last chapter in Shrimad Bhagavatam for book 4. I am wondering how long it is. Okay, 31 shlokas. Alright, it's short. Usually Shrimad Bhagavatam is like 40 shlokas. 31 is really short. 31 will take me about 20 minutes or less, 15 to 20 minutes to read it. So let me grab my translation copy, and I gotta do a lot of chanting today. So. Alright, here we go. I'll take a 1-minute break and then I'll start. Thank you. Almost ready. Last reading of the here we go. Shrimad Bhagavatam, Book 4, Chapter 31. Namaste. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Ekaterim Shotyaya Maitreya Upanishad Tata Udupanana Vijñāna Āshivatok Shaja Pāshvitama Samadhananta Atmaje Pariyam Visarojyam Pravrajana Gurahat Di Kushvitan Brahma Satrena Saiva Putatma Metatsan Prati Jyan Dishi Delayam Siddhitopu Diatran Siddhitopu Diatran Jajaliha Dana Niljita Prana Manovacho Durasho Dana Niljitam Dana Niljita Prana Manovacho Durasho Chitta Sanana Shananta Samana Vigrahana Paremale Brahmanui Rojitant Manaha Suran Suraduyo Tadurashe Sama Naradaha Tamagatam Tan Udutangaya Pranui Patya Pinanandiya Cham Puja Yityavan Yatha Desham Sukhasi Namatha Buruvana Prajatasam Uchuha Sivagatam Te Surashwadiyam Dishituya No Daishanam Gataha Tavan Jangakaramanam Brahmanana Payaya Yatha Raveha Yadam Dishitam Bhagavatam Ivena Tokushojana Jam Gadaguru Heshu Prasakatanam Prayashaha Kushopitam Prapo Tananaha Prabhyotaya Thyatma Jinyanam Tatutuvai Tadaishanam Yenan Jasan Darishuya Mo Susutaram Pavasagaram Maitreyan Upanishad Iti Prajatasam Parashatva Bhagavan Narado Muniha Bhagavati Uttatat Mashalak Shlokam Bhagavati Uttata Mashlokam Bhagavati Uttata Uttata Bhagavati Uttata Mashlokam Abhishita Dhamma Brabhina Nirvana Narada Upanishad Tajajanama Dani Kaimanui Tada Yusatanamano Pachaha Nirunum Yeneha Vishiva Dhamma Sevyate Hariri Shivaraha Kim Janama Pisituri Pilbeha Chaukulasa Vitraya Jinikaiha Kaima Pilvan Trayi Prokotaiha Umsopi Ibutan Yushwa Shurutena Tapasan Pan Kim Pacho Pishachita Tap Baratati Piha Pacho Pishachita Tabaratati Piha Pacho Pishachita Tabaratati Piha Buddha Tiang Pan Kim Nipuno Yang Palanandari Yang Ra Tasan Palanandari Yara Tasan Kim Pan Yogena Sang Kiena Nya Sasivang Tia Yorapi Kim Pan Shireyo Piranya Ishijam Na Yatra Dhamma Prado Hariha Shireya Samapi Sabesha Madhama Yavatira Tataha 야바티랄 타타흐 살베쇼마피 부다남 아리나 드마드마다흐 브리야흐 여탕 다룰무라니슈에 자네나 여탕 다룰무라니슈에 자네나 드르피아는티 다뜨스가는 다 부조 바샤카흐 다뜨스가는 다 부조 바샤카흐 브라노바하라 찌짱 야테는드리야노 다타이바 살바이 하노 마치우테지양 살바이 하노 마치우테지양 Oops, sorry, what did I do? Okay. Alright, home page. Okay. 야타이바 수리양아트 브라파바는티 바라흐 보나시장 따스미는 브라비샤는티 강알레 부당하니 부마우 스티라 장가마니 뜻탕 하라베바 구노브라바하흐 에타트 바담 다제자가당 드마나흐 다제자가당 드마나흐 바람 사크르드 비파담 사비투리야탄 브라판 여탄 사보 자그라티 수부타 샤크타요 드라비아 그리양 지냐나 피당 프라마티아야흐 여탄 나파시아는 나파시아 프라맛 여탄 나파시아 프라타마흐 브라칸샹 파바는티 푸바나 파바는티 아누크라마트 에밤 파레 브라흐마누이 샤크타야스트바무 라자스타마흐사트트바미티 브라바하흐 테나이카마트마나 마셰쇼 데히타 테나이카마트마나 마베쇼 마셰쇼 테나이카마트마나 마셰쇼 데히난 Namaste. I need medicine. Alright, so I'm halfway through. Wow. Okay, I'll start from here. I'm gonna start from the second half of Shloka 17. Evam pare brahmanui shakata yasatvamu rajasatamahasatatavamiti prabhaha tenaikama tamana mashesha dehinam kalam prathanam purusham pareshama sivatejasan sivasitaguna prabhaha tamaika pavena bhajatva matupan Hajatva Matutan Dayayan Salva Pute Okay, here we go. Dayayan Salva Puteshu Sanan Tushutuya Yana Yana Fan Salvanandri Yopashan and Dian Jan Tusha Dian Shu Janai Danahu Apahata sakala ishono malata mania bidata meti ta pava no pa futa Namaste. Okay, almost got it. It's a 30-syllable word. Apahata sakala ishono malata mania bidata meti ta pava no pa futa almost. Apahata sakala ishono malata mania bidata meti ta pava no pa futa Apahata sakala ishona malata mania birata metita paba no pahutahu Vijajana bashakatava matamanu Namaste Shona Vijajana bashakatava matamanu Yanana sarati Chidirabada kushorahu satan ki Na pajati Kumani Shwinam San Ijian Hariratana Matana Priyo Ariratana Damatana Puriyo Rasajanyahu Shrutatana Kula Kaimanum Madailiem Vidatati Pamakinjaneshu Satusu Shiriyamanucharatim Tadalti Nashijang Dvipada Patina Vibhutam Shijam Yatasava Purnaha Na Hajati Dijapuratiya Valgatanantaraha Dijapuratiya Valgatanantaraha Gatamamu Mudu Bisura Jata Puman Gatamamu Mudu Bisura Jata Puman Kuratajanyaha Maiturayan Ubanjam Iti Prachataso Rajanananiya Shicham Bhagavata Katha Shravayitivan Brahmalokam Yayao Svayam Puvo Muniha Tapi Tanamukhanidiyam Yasho Lokamala Bahama Arenishamya Tatapadam Thyayanantasatad Gatim Yayuha Yatatatapihitam Kushatatariyanamam Devam Paripurushatavana Prachatasam Naradasya Sambandam Harikirtanam Shri Shukam Ubancham Ya Esha Uddana Pado Manavasya Nobal Nuitaha Pamshaha Puriya Vratasya Pi Nibotan Nirupasatama Yo Narada Tumavidyama Tigamya Yo Narada Tumavidyama Tigamya Punarmahima Pugatavan Vipajyan Putarapyan Aishivaram Samagata Padama Imam tu Kaushorabino Paval Valnuitam Kaushorabino Paval Nuitam Imam tu Kaushorabino Paval Nuitam Kushatatam Dishamya Jitabanda Sat Katam Dishamya Jitabanda Sat Katam Prabhupada Tapavo Shuruta Shukala Kulom Prabhupada Tapavo Shuruta Prabhupada Tapavo Shurukala Kulo Muneldatara Multanae Charanam Burudangae Hareha Daltara Multanae Charanam Burudangae Hareha Viduran Ubancham Soyamadiyam Mahayogina Bhavataya Karuna Tamanae Rashita Satamasaha Paro Yatra Kinchanago Yatra Kinchanago Hariha Shri Shukam Ubancham Ityanamya Tama Manantariyam Viduro Kajasa Huvayama Sivanam Vidurakushuha Purayayao Chinyatinam Nirburata Shayaha Etadiyaha Shurunuyadu Rajana Etadiyaha Shurunuyadu Rajana Rajinyam Hariyalpitamanam Ayultanam Yashaha Sivasati Katimai Shivarya Mapunuyat Namaste Iti Shrimad Bhagavata Mahapuranoe Vayasakyam Mashita Dashasahasriyam Paramahamsyam Samitayam Chaturthasakanate Prajatam Upakyanam Namaikatarim Shotyayahu Iti Chaturtasakanantaha Samapataha Hariha Ma Tata Sata. I should bow. I'm gonna bow. Wait.
Thank you. Namaste.
I just finished book 4 today. Okay, translation next. I got harassed, I think, once that time. Towards the end, when I was doing well, pretty much. Okay, translation in about 42 seconds. After this is my private chanting session. I don't know how long it's gonna go on, but I need to heal. There we go. Discourse 31. Maitreya continued. After that, when wisdom dawned on the Prachatas, they remembered the words of Lord Vishnu and, leaving their wife to the care of their son, immediately quitted their home. On the seashore in the west, where Jajali had attained perfection, they took a vow of inquiry into the Supreme Spirit, which culminates in the realization of the same as the one animating principle permeating all life. In the realization of the same as the one animating principle permeating all life. I don't know what's going on. I'll read the whole thing again. On the seashore in the west, where Jajali had attained perfection, they took a vow of inquiry into the Supreme Spirit, which culminates in the realization of the same as the one animating principle permeating all life. I need this. The sage Narada, who deserves the praise of gods and demons, so the Prachitas, who have fully controlled their breath, mind, speech, and sight, who could remain squatting in a particular posture as long as they would, keeping their body absolutely motionless and straight, and had concentrated their mind on the transcendent Brahma untainted by Maya. Seeing him come, they rose, fell prostrate at his feet, welcomed him and worshipped him with due ceremony. And when he was comfortably seated, they spoke to him. The Prachatas said, Welcome is your visit today, O celestial sage. Thank God that you have appeared before us. Your going about, like the revolution of the sun, O Holy One, brings fearlessness. What was taught by Lord Shiva and Bhagavan Vishnu has almost been forgotten, strongly attached as we were to our home, O Master. Therefore, kindle in us the light of spiritual wisdom, revealing the truth of things, whereby we may easily cross the ocean of mundane existence, which is so difficult to cross. Maitreya went on, requested thus by the Prachatas, the divine sage Narada, whose mind had entered the most glorious Lord, addressed those rulers of men. Narada said, that birth, those actions, that period of life, that mind, and that speech alone of human beings are worth anything in this world through which Shri Hari, the Almighty Lord and the soul of the universe, is resorted to. Of what avail to a man in this world are the threefold birth, viz., through good parentage, through investiture, with the sacred thread and through consecration. Duties enjoined by the three Vedas, or even a span of life extending to the lifetime of a god. Again, of what use is learning or asceticism or flowery speech, or the faculty of attending to a number of things at one and the same time? Or what benefit shall a man derive from a penetrating intellect, strength of body, or the keenness of the senses? Or what shall a man gain by yoga, 상응키야, samnyasa, or a study of the Vedas? And what benefit will flow to him from other means to the attainment of salvation, if all these are not employed in the service of Shri Hari, who bestows his very self? Truly speaking, the self is the culmination of all blessings, and Shri Hari is the beloved self of all living beings, and it is he who enables the jiva to realize its true character. Even as the stem, boughs, and side branches of a tree are nourished by watering its roots, and just as all the inandriyas are nourished by sustaining life through food, so by offering worship to the immortal Lord, all are worshipped. Even as water emanates from the sun during the rainy season and returns to the same source in the dry season, and just as mobile and immobile creatures evolve from the earth and return to the earth, so does this animate and inanimate creation proceeds from Shri Hari and returns to him. As sunshine has no existence apart from the sun, this creation is that absolute essence of the universal spirit, inasmuch as it appears at times, even as the inandriyas appear in the waking state and remain dormant in sound sleep. As a matter of fact, however, the five gross elements, the five organs of action, and the five senses of perception, as well as the phantom of diversity arising from it, are absent in him. Just as clouds, darkness, and light appear, just as clouds, darkness, and light appear, or rulers of the globe, and disappear in the sky by turns, so do the potencies of Brahma in the form of Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva appear and then disappear in the Absolute. So does the process continue uninterrupted. Therefore, worship you as one with yourselves, Shri Hari, himself, the one soul of all embodied existences, who is time, the unmanifest, and the supreme Purushur, and who has by his energy cast out the material creation. By kindness to all living beings, by remaining contented with anything whatsoever, and by taming the senses, Lord Janardana is soon propitiated. Lured into the heart of pious souls, rid of all cravings, and purged of all dross by their constantly growing devotion, the imperishable Lord truly does not escape from it any more than the ether locked in it, proving his amenability to the control of his servants. Shri Hari, who loves the destitute, looking upon him as their wealth, and knows the bliss inherent in devotion, does not accept the worship of those foolish men who through their pride of learning, affluence, pedigree, and deeds show disrespect to such destitute devotees. How can a man who has any sense of gratitude in him give up even for a while him who has no regard for Shri, even though she waits on him, much less for kings and gods seeking her favor, inasmuch as he is perfect in himself, but who is subject to the will of his servants? Maitreya resumed, having thus told the Prachatas what has been reproduced just now, and discoursed on other topics relating to the Lord, O Vidura, the sage Narada returned to the abode of Brahma. having heard the praises of Shri Hari, which wipe out the sins of the world, and which were uttered by the mouth of Narada, and contemplating on his feet the Prachatangas too attain to his realm. I have thus repeated to you, O Viduran, the dialogue between the Prachatangas and Narada, containing the praises of Shri Hari, which was all you asked me. Shri Shuka continued, I have thus told you about the posterity of Uttanapada, the son of Svayambhuvamanu. O Jewel of Kings, hear about the line of Puryavrata as well, who, having received instruction in spiritual lore from Narada, and subsequently enjoyed the sovereignty of the globe, divided the same among his sons and duly attained to the divine abode. Viduran was overwhelmed with emotion when he heard the sacred story, interspersed with an account of invincible Lord Shri Hari, as told by the sage Maitreya. With his eyes full of tears, he bore the sage's feet on his head and installed Shri Hari's feet in his heart. Vidura said, Your merciful self, O great yogi, has brought me within sight of the other shore of ignorance, where dwells Shri Hari, who goes to meet those that have nothing to call their own. Shri Shuka went on. With these words, Vidura bowed low, and taking leave of him, proceeded with a peaceful mind to Hastinapura with intent to see his own kith and kin. He who listens, O king, to this narrative of kings who have given their mind to Shri Hari should attain longevity, affluence, glory, security, the way to happiness, as well as worldly power and prosperity. Thus ends the 31st discourse entitled The Story of the Prachatas in Book 4 of the Great and Glorious Bhagavata Purana, otherwise known as the Paramamsa Samhita, composed by the sage Veda and consisting of 18,000 shlokas. The end of Book 4, end of Book 4 after bow down. Alright, so I'm done here. I'm gonna do private chanting and whatnot, but I'm done with sessions. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Namaste. Shalom.